video， 咁就先同大家講聲早晨啦，我係自稱 Leslie， 今日非常之開心咧，可以見到大家。因為有好多唔同嘅 topic 想講啦，我哋通常 masterclass 咧就話1個鐘，咁不過咧你都知道自稱通常亦都會長氣，咁所以我哋今日咧可能會大約係個半鐘頭左右，咁但係鼓勵大家咧係一定要留到尾，因為我哋一陣間喺接近尾聲嘅時候咧，亦都會有抽獎。咁呢個抽獎咧就俾之前喺 eliteGen.ca 登記咗嘅朋友啦，咁同埋都有出席嘅朋友。咁我哋會送出嘅咧，包括咧就係有呢個 Meteorites 嘅呢個珍珠粉啦，有呢一個唇膏啦。咁佢哋話咧要 make everyone feel special， 咁所以咧甚至乎咧會 offer 喺嗰個唇膏嗰個套嗰度咧係可以幫你刻埋你個名嘅。咁你要喺度同埋即係之前係登記咗先至咧就可以參加呢個抽獎嘅。咁見到睇下先，而家幾多人喺度啊？而家有100幾人啦。嗱，我哋已經11:04，咁因為今日節目豐富咧。我哋就即係開始㗎咯喎，咁大家記住啦 ，keep 你個 chat open 啦。咁如果你有任何嘅問題嘅話，歡迎你可以喺個 chat 嗰度同我哋講啦。咁我見到有一位朋友 Stephen 咧 direct message， 嗱，如果你係有問題想問，你唔好 direct message 我喎，你要即係 public open 咁樣。咁如果唔係咧，GUERLAIN 嗰邊嘅朋友睇唔到咧，佢就唔識得答你㗎啦。OK， 大家係咪都準備好啦？準備好嘅話咧，我就介紹我哋今日咧同時間係會有2位 GUERLAIN 嘅代表同我哋講嘢嘅。一位咧就係 Rachel 啦，咁佢咧就主要會同我哋去講 skincare 同埋化妝。咁跟住咧，我哋亦都有 Alexandre 咧，咁佢就會主要都係同我哋係講呢一個嘅香水啦，同埋咧亦都有好多啲節日嘅特別版嘅。咁我哋自己喺屋企掌聲歡迎啦。So good morning, Rachel. Good morning, Alexandre. So happy to have you for this eliteGen and GUERLAIN Masterclass. Good morning. How are you today?
Good. Thank you so much, Leslie.
I see that we are all like wearing this beautiful bee pin from GUERLAIN, and I know that the bee actually plays a very important role in the history of GUERLAIN. Can you tell us a little bit about the history, Rachel?
Yes, absolutely. First, I'll introduce myself. So, I am Rachel Rosner, beauty expert for Guerlain, as well as account executive. And for me, I've been with Guerlain for over 16 years. And I love partnering, and I'm so excited to partner with eliteGen. Leslie is absolutely fantastic. And I love all things sparkly. So, I can't wait to show you some Christmas items. But I will talk about the history with Alexandre. Alexandre, maybe you introduce yourself and then we'll dive into the history.
Yes. Hi, I'm Alexandre Bordelot, beauty expert and business development manager. I've been with Guerlain for over 10 years, and like Rachel, the holidays are my favorite time of the year. So I'm extremely excited for this event today.
Yes. And Leslie, I'm so glad you asked about history because history is something that is very important to Guerlain as a brand. We have been a house since 1828. So first and foremost, perfume house, but now with over 200 years of expertise and with strong values of nature, innovation, and sustainability.
嗱，咁啊，其實咧，GUERLAIN 咧已經係創辦咗接近200年㗎啦，1828年嘅時候成立。咁啊，最早嘅時候咧就香水起家嘅，咁但係即係大家都知道啦，法蘭西啊，我哋以前講話法蘭西嘅護膚品啊、香水啦，咁其實咧好多時其實就係講緊 GUERLAIN 呢個品牌，咁啊由香水開始一路演變到去護膚嘅同時咧，咁啊大自然嘅保育咧，亦都係呢一個品牌非常之注重嘅地方嚟嘅。Rachel?
Actually, in 1853, Guerlain was declared the royal perfumer of France after creating Eau de Cologne Imperial for Eugenia, the wife of Napoleon III. We also invented the first lipstick in a tube in 1870 and the first bronzing powder with the terracotta in 1984.
Oh, I didn't know that the inner tube lipstick, like the format that we're familiar with, is invented by GUERLAIN. Oh, 咁啊亦都講到咧，就係GUERLAIN其中一個最出名，亦都係第一個嘅呢一個皇室使用嘅香水咧，就係拿破崙結婚嗰陣時咧，佢哋就係為佢嘅太太啊 Eugenie 咧，就係整咗呢一個嘅叫做 Imperial Cologne 啦，呢一個皇室香薰，咁啊亦都咧奠定咗佢哋喺法國宮廷嗰個地位。咁但係頭先咧 Alex 話俾我聽咧，我哋即係嗱而家搽唇膏咧，咪通常都係一支咁樣扭出嚟嘅，而呢一個咧喺個唇膏係咁樣樣 in the tube 啊，咁樣扭出嚟嘅咧，原來都係佢哋發明㗎。I didn't know that. Thank you for telling me about this very interesting bit of history.
Yes, it's so cool. You know, a lot of clients still don't realize how long Guerlain has been here, and to invent things like the first lipstick in a tube is so incredible. So today we want to get you in the holiday season. So we have a beautiful video to show you, just to get you in the mood and show you a little bit of all of our holiday magic.
我哋首先咧睇下今年節日有啲乜嘢嘅特別嘢先。
right. Isn't that so magical?
It is magical is the word. You see all these like glitter. I see a lot of my favorite products, so I can't wait to learn more about them. 咁頭先咧，大家睇嘅呢一個小短片咧，咁就係今年咧喺呢一個節日入邊咧，你見到好多好多好靚、好矜貴嘅，咁我哋咧今日亦都會咧就介紹好多嘅。So Rachel, we have a very full rundown today. So why don't we start with skincare? Because I know that when a lot of our participants signed up, they told us about their skin concern, and spots as well as dehydration seems to be the biggest concern. So I really hope that you can address these problems for us.
Absolutely, Leslie. This is a great time of year to, address any pigmentation on the skin. So I'm going to talk about Orchidée Imperial. It is really our most exceptional skincare from GUERLAIN. And we have some specific products just to target all of the melanin within the skin and to really give a brightening.
嗱，咁我哋咧即係收到你哋講下，我哋喺秋季有啲乜嘢嘅護膚方面嘅問題啦。好多朋友咧都係講緊就係夏天曬完啦，咁而家咧面色睇落去咧又有啲黃啦，咁跟住咧啲雀斑又未去啊咁。咁我哋今日咧就會主打同大家講 Orchidée Imperial 呢一條嘅line 啦，咁中文咧就譯做呢一個叫御庭金蘭。御庭嘅蘭花。So it's about the orchid. What's so special about the orchid for skincare?
Yes, I'm glad you asked. So the first product we're going to talk about is the Orchidée Imperial Lotion, the brightening one. But the orchid in general is so special because for us, we create an orchid molecular extract that fights hypoxia. So hypoxia is really the lack of oxygen within the skin cells. And we infuse the whitening, the brightening line with a noble white extract. So a special white orchid to work on all of those layers of melanin within the skin.
嗱，蘭花自己本身咧就已經係講緊可以為我哋嘅皮膚咧注入大量嘅氧氣。咁你都知啦，如果我哋譬如做完運動之後咧，成個樣睇落去都會更加容光煥發。咁呢一個蘭花嘅萃取物咧係能夠為我哋嘅皮膚注入氧氣。咁而喺呢一個御庭金蘭嘅白色系列Brightening 嘅系列入邊咧，咁亦都咧就喺白色嘅蘭花嗰度咧就提取咗精華，咁對於咧我哋面上邊嘅色素咧就會有好好嘅效果。
Yes.
One is really amazing. It's like, it's like comparing it to a personal trainer for your skin. So it teaches your cells to work harder and it teaches your cells to reproduce faster. Now, Rachel, are you going to talk about your favorite?
Yes. Sorry, I don't want to cut you off. I'm so excited. Yes. So the lotion first, I wanted to start with because this is a new formula. So this has a polyhydroxyic acid, PHA, and that is giving a gentle exfoliation every single day before you start the entire routine. So what you want to do is just pump this onto your hand and really press it into the skin to start.
Okay, so let me clarify. So you wash your face first, and then this will be your first step afterwards.
Exactly, yes. So you want to cleanse your skin. We have a beautiful cleansing foam within the Orchidée line that you can use. That's preferable. And then, yes, start with your lotion, but never putting it on a cotton, always just pressing it into the skin.
Why not on a cotton?
So we don't want to waste the precious extracts. Toners in the beginning of, skincare routines really were more like astringents and were heavy in alcohol. These are completely different. We don't actually use the word toner or astringent any longer. We use the word lotion or essence so that it's very much a step in your treatment rather than a second step of cleansing.
嗱咁我哋咧最初以前咧學去護膚嘅時候，咁可能咧就係話我哋咧洗完面之後，跟住咧就倒啲 toner 喺個棉花度抹落塊面度啦咁但係呢啲咧其實已經係古老嘅護膚方法㗎啦，因為以前嗰啲所謂嘅 toner 咧好多時都係含有酒精，咁而我哋而家講緊 GUERLAIN 嘅呢個系列咧入邊咧全部咧都係精華，其中包括咧有 PHA 啦 ，PHA 咧係一種 好溫和嘅酸性，咁佢係可以咧幫你去除咗皮膚表面嘅一啲角質，咁因為如果你表面有角質嘅話，你搽咩都唔吸收啦。咁另外咧，佢就其實已經咧係你護膚嘅第一個步驟，即係唔係洗面嘅第二個步驟，係護膚嘅第一個步驟。咁呢樣嘢喺原則上係好大分別㗎。咁因為咧，你由洗完面之後開始咧，就已經係幫緊你塊面咧係變得更加白淨啦，變得更加有光彩啦。
Wonderful. Yeah. So after the lotion, very important to prepare your skin, you're going to use the concentrate. So the Orchestra Imperial Brightening Concentrate. And this one is really the equivalent to your medicine of your skincare. Your concentrate or your serum is always going to penetrate deepest to the deeper layers. And this one is really going to blast through and erase any form of pigment on those 4 different layers of the skin. So that can be hormonal. It can also be from sun damage or age spots.
嗱咁頭先講啦，洗完面之後咧，咁直接咧就將呢一個嘅 lotion 咧擠喺個面度，跟住咧就可以拍上塊面度啦。咁你啱啱咧搽呢個 lotion 之後咧，其實你嘅皮膚咧就會更加吸收補品。咁佢咧就用呢個 medicine 嚟形容啦，我就用補品嚟到形容。咁呢一個咧就係講緊 Orchidea 嗰個 concentrate 啦。咁呢個 concentrate 咧係可以幫你擊退唔同原因嘅色素，包括係荷爾蒙斑啦，可能係曬黑咗嘅色素啦，可能係譬如你有暗瘡啊、整損咗啦嗰一啲嘅色素啦，咁佢都係可以幫你擊退㗎。
I'm personally all about the eyes, so of course, my go-to is the amazing Orchidea Imperial Brightening Eye Serum. You can use it alone, but I recommend to use it under the eye cream for best results. So you just have a small quantity that you dab around the eye and under the eyebrow.
嗱，咁我哋咧亦都有好多朋友就係話，譬如喺化妝方面最緊張咧就係眼部嘅化妝，但係唔係淨係講顏色化妝嘅，其實眼部嘅保養都好緊要。咁亞生咧亦都咧就係提議大家咧就可以用呢一個嘅Orchidea Imperial 嘅呢個 Eye Serum 啦。咁先用 Eye Serum， 如果你有埋 Eye Cream 嘅話咧，就會有更加好嘅效果。Alexandra, I know that with GUERLAIN, a lot of the products have like specific gestures to help maximize the effect. So if I'm using this brightening eye serum, how should I put it on? Like, do I pat or do I stroke? Like, what should I do?
Yeah, so you just use a small quantity on your finger that you're just gonna dab gently around your eyes, and then you can use pressure point. So you're gonna just pressure on the corner of your eyes, right here in the middle, the outside of your eye, and just right there on your eyebrow.
Oh, I see that you're actually pushing your eyebrows up.
Exactly, you need the lift.
The lift. 嗱，咁當咧大家搽呢個 eye serum 嘅時候 is this only for the serum or for the cream as well, the same gesture?
You can use the same gesture as well for the eye cream.
OK， 咁大家咧搽呢一個GUERLAIN嘅 eye serum 或者 eye cream 嘅時候，頭先見到啦，其實佢講緊嗰啲 pressure points 咧就係穴位嘅。嗱，我哋咧喺正嗰個眼淚線咧下邊呢度咧，你撳落去，你會 feel 到有個粒啦，跟住喺你嘅眼正中呢個位又係有一個粒啦 ，and then 咧喺眼尾呢一度亦都有。咁佢咧就係話搽完pat。跟住咧就係喺啲穴位度撳啦。咁跟住咧，因為我哋成日咧都希望自己隻眼睇落係精神噶嘛，咁我哋咧亦都可以幫我哋自己嘅眼皮，所以咧就係喺呢個眉嗰個啱啱最高嗰個位啦，亦都係搽咗向上撳一撳，跟住向上拉一拉。咁呢個咧亦都係可以幫到你咧抵抗地心吸力嘅。
The massage is really going to help as well to increase the blood flow around the eyes, so less puffiness, less dark circle.
係啦，咁呢一個嘅按摩手法再加埋嘅產品咧，就係可以幫我哋第一就唔眼腫腫啦，第二咧原來都可以幫到我哋黑眼圈嘅問題嘅。
Now, Rachel, I know you love this product, but what is your must-have if you could choose one for gift?
All right, that's a great question. So This is my absolute #1 favorite product in GUERLAIN, period. And it's always my best recommendation for the holidays, either for yourself. Most importantly, we need to take care of ourselves first, but to spoil loved ones. So I'm going to talk about the Orchidée Imperial mask.
Oh, that is a cult favorite. I mean, I was actually reading about it on the internet, and people just love this mask. They're saying this is almost like a facelift in a jar. 嗱，而家要介紹俾大家咧，就係呢個 Orchidée Imperial 嘅呢一個黑色包裝啊，專櫃系列嘅嗰個面膜啊。咁有啲人咧話呢個面膜咧，簡直係直情係好似一啱拉皮嘅，即係你直情係搽完之後成塊面咧有呢一個拉咗皮嘅感覺㗎。
Amazing, yeah. So I wrote in the chat, this is a secret weapon. And if you used it, please tell me how much you love it. So the Orchidée Imperial mask is an anti-stress mask. So, you know, anytime we're stressed, the body releases cortisol, and cortisol is really terrible for us. We need to try to reduce the level of cortisol within our bodies, but within our skin, this Orchidée Imperial mask really gives a perfect anti-cortisol result. So the perfect way to use this is to apply it with the beautiful brush that it comes with at nighttime. Go to sleep and wake up in the morning, and you will feel, Leslie, like you said, that you've had a facelift.
嗱，呢一個咧嘅mask 其中一樣最大嘅功能係咩咧？就係當我哋日常譬如攰啊、緊張啊、心情唔好啊等等，我哋所謂嘅 stress 嘅時候咧，其實你個身體就會產生咗個激素叫做 cortisol。cortisol 咧，如果你係留意嗰啲即係講健康嘅消息嘅話咧，其實你身體一路咁樣喺一個 stress 嘅狀況，有 cortisol 咧，大嘅程度之下係可以產生好多長期疾病啦。咁而喺我哋嘅皮膚嘅層面嚟講咧 ，cortisol 咧就係會令我哋老化嘅其中一個原因。咁如果你要對抗呢樣嘢嘅話，咁第一當然就係如果你可以令到自己心情會好啲啦，起居作息嘅時間可以令你嘅身體舒服啲，唔使長期都係呢個繃緊嘅狀況會更加好啦。咁但係即係講係容易。咁但係咧，有啲咩方法就係可以，即使你改變唔到你嘅工作環境、你家庭嘅狀況，都可以有呢一種鬆弛減壓嘅方法咧，就係呢個 mask。咁你其實洗完面啦，Rachel, do you use the essence lotion before you use the mask?
Absolutely. This is the perfect way to use this. So, you know, as we treat our skin, and just like if we were to go and have a facial, they're going to exfoliate the skin and really prepare it before they put the treatment on. The lotion, because it has that PHA, that exfoliating factor, is going to be the absolute best way to start your routine at nighttime before that mask. So use the lotion, then apply the mask. And
okay, apply the mask. I'm sorry. When I apply the mask, I always have this question. 我哋搽面膜啦，咁搽完面膜，頭先我講咗用咗 lotion 先搽面膜，等個面膜更加吸收啦。咁隻眼又點算咧？ My question is, when we use a face mask, especially an overnight mask, or keep the mask overnight, what do you like? Put it close to your eyes, or do you still use an eye cream?
That's an excellent question. So you can absolutely use this mask very close to the eye contour. It's perfectly safe. It's ophthalmologist tested, and it's actually not going to cause any, you know, the milia, white bumps around the eyes that you can, you know, get sometimes from using products that are too rich. But if you prefer to have a separate treatment, you can actually put a thicker layer of our Orchidée Imperial eye cream around the eye contour and then put the mask around it. Either is going to give you an exceptional result.
OK， 嗱，用呢一個嘅 Orchidée Imperial 嘅 mask 嘅時候咧，你可以選擇咧就係直情去搽到非常之近你嗰個眼嘅地方，咁因為咧佢係唔會有嗰種令到你眼下邊起嗰啲粒粒咧嗰啲脂肪粒嘅問題嘅。但係咧，如果你係想即係更加即係重下自己嘅話咧，咁你就可以咧先搽一層厚啲嘅 Orchidée Imperial 嘅呢個 eye cream， 然後咧周圍嘅地方咧就搽呢一個嘅 face mask， 咁就亦都係一個 即係夜晚黑做 mask 嘅方法。咁啊兩個咧都係可以令到你朝頭早起身之後咧，你直情係 feel 到你摸落塊面度咧，塊面嗰啲嘅質地都唔同咗嘅。咁啊講多次啦，嗱先用個 lotion， 因為佢有 PHA 啦，幫助吸收啦，然後咧就用呢一個嘅 eye cream， 跟住就係搽 mask。I am so looking forward to like touching my face in the morning after using the mask because you can actually feel it's almost like your skin feels like a baby skin. It's soft, it's elastic, and there's this glow after you use this mask.
Absolutely.
I say that because one of you will be lucky enough to win one of the masks in the big giveaway. So we will announce the winner at the end of the masterclass. But
wow,
experiencing the mask.
嗱，我喺節目入邊咧都有講過，我哋今日嘅抽獎真係好精彩嘅。咁啊我講嘅時候就我有一樣嘢唔記得咗，明明係數咗有3樣嘢會送嘅。嗱，今日咧大家如果之前已經登記咗，飛到去我哋尾聲嘅時候，我哋會有抽獎。其中嗰個即係獎品嘅係乜嘢咧？就係呢一個 Orchestra Imperial 嘅 mask。咁有朋友咧係可以免費得到呢個 mask 嘅。咁同埋I believe that the link to the mask is already posted in the chat group. That's right. So 頭先我哋介紹幾樣嘢啦，我哋介紹嗰個 lotion 啦，個 concentrate 啦 ，eye serum 同埋個 mask 咧。如果大家係想知多啲嘅話咧，個連線就已經喺個 chat group 嗰度，咁你可以上去咧撳咗就可以睇得到噶啦。
Wonderful. Yes. So yay, someone will win this mask. That's so exciting. And it is like we said, just like a facelift. It's beautiful. So I don't see any questions in the chat right now, but certainly just as a reminder, if anyone has any questions about Orchestra Imperial or skincare as we transition into makeup, don't be shy. Oh, Leslie has a question.
Yes, I always have questions because for me, these masterclasses is such a good learning experience. Like, when else do I get to talk to the experts like this? So when we take care of our face, like usually a lot of us are really good at like facial skincare, but the neck it's you don't know what to do with it. Like, do you when you apply things, you're not supposed to like push too hard because there's gravity, there's crepiness, there's like all sort of problems, and it shows your age. So with GUERLAIN, with Orchestra Imperial, do you have a product that addresses the neck as well as the décolletage?
Yes, we do have an amazing neck and décolleté cream. It's really smoothing the line, firm the skin as well, and leave a nice natural glow on your skin. The texture is like almost like a whipped cream, so very easy to apply, and it dries very fast. So you don't have to worry when you wear your beautiful silk blouse. You will just warm a little bit of the cream into your hand. You would start at the jawline, go down, cross on the other side, and
here, so I'm following. Don't go too fast. Don't go too fast. Okay, so 搽少少 warm it up. Okay.
Warm it up. Start at the jawline. Like exactly. You make a L. Here we go. You go down.
You go down. Okay.
And then you go down. It's just to spread the cream. And then you will just massage up.
Oh, it smells so good.
Circulation.
Like this. Am I doing it right?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
And don't be scared to really go lower as well when you do it at home, because you really want to use the neck, but also on the décolleté.
Okay. So, well, Chinese people are generally shy, but I'm not shy. I'll ask you. So, when we were talking about the décolleté, okay, so where do I start? Where do I go? So neck cream is neck cream, but we also do it on our chest.
Exactly. So the neck and décolleté really is, any part that is visible, but, being a woman, we tend to take a lot of care of our face and we neglect this area. And you can see today, I have a different type of neckline, and we want to really treat and firm that area. So, when you're, in your own privacy of your own home, really from the breastbone all the way up. So, you know, here up, it is a neck and décolleté cream. So it's formulated for both, perfectly safe, even for moms. You can use it anytime, and really, really great for, you know, like Alexandre said, increasing the circulation, but firming and tightening that area. That area also can be a little bit damaged and, you know, wrinkled due to the way we sleep. And we, like I said, often neglect it. So if you can use the neck and décolleté at least once a day, you're going to see a dramatic difference. And
yes, because I know that a lot of people, when they put on sunscreen, they remember their face. Yes. Sometimes they remember their neck, but even if they're like wearing something V-neck, they don't put anything here. And so when you get older, that's when you see, okay, what's going on with the texture of my skin on the chest? It seems just drier, and they're like spots even. So maybe I can even use the lotion on my chest to get rid of kind of like sun freckles.
Yes, definitely. Yes. You can use the lotion, the concentrate as well. You could use it, the brightening concentrate. Could use it on your neck and décolleté for sure.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much for like telling me this trick. Yeah, I'll stop doing it.
Yes. Those are such great questions. I love that. And yes, we have to take care of, you know, the parts that give away our age, you know, our neck and décolleté and our hands, you know, so those are the areas that we often neglect. And that's a great tip to give everyone that's watching today.
我好似好耐冇講過中文啦，唔好意思啊。今日即係頭先係講緊就保護條頸啦。咁但係其實咧，你如果睇翻咧，GUERLAIN嘅呢一個cream 咧，佢即係講話係頸。同埋呢個 Decollete 其實就係講緊我哋個胸口，因為呢度嘅皮膚同我哋面部嘅皮膚唔同啦，比較薄啦，同埋好多時咧我哋就係好少去保養佢嘅，因為你譬如沖涼，你全身搽 cream， 你搽嗰啲都係啲身體上面嗰啲即係普通 cream 噶嘛，咁但係你好少咧即係會搽啲好嘢。不過咧，譬如我哋瞓覺打側瞓嘅時候咧，其實又會接咗你嗰個嘅呢度嘅肉啦，咁跟住咧。搽 sunscreen 好多時咧又會忘記咗着 V 領要搽埋呢啲地方，咁所以咧久而久之，你有陣時會見到啲年紀大少少嘅太太咧，個面都好光彩好靚嘅，但係咧啲頸啊、胸口嗰啲位咧，你就睇得到嗰個年紀喺度。咁所以咧呢一個嘅neck cream 同埋即係 neck and décolleté 咧，就係呢一個俾你搽埋胸口嘅。咁配合頭先我哋講個按摩手法啦，我哋自己大家女人冇所謂啦。即係由個胸我哋一路咧開始去搽，咁亦都咧就係可以解決咗呢一個嘅sun damage 嘅問題啊、地心吸力嘅問題啊，同埋亦都會令到你皮膚靚咯。你下次再着 V 領嘅時候咧，呢個啲皮膚睇落去就會靚啦。
Amazing. So yeah, so great. I did see a question in the chat and I want to answer that one, Leslie, if that's okay. And it is, how often should we use the mask? Excellent question. You can use this mask, I would say twice, 3 times a week if you wish. That's totally appropriate. I love also to recommend to use it before a special event. So if you have a special event coming up for the holidays, if you're going out in the evening and you know you're preparing your skin, you're going to take a bath, this is also great as an instant result. I think Zena mentioned in the comments that it's an instant effect. Yes, it is. You can absolutely use this before you do your makeup for a special event.
係啦，如果大家咧有啲party 要去而家咧即係出街食飯係一啲好大嘅場合嚟噶嘛，咁你可以咧就之前嗰晚用又得啦。其實咧我會發覺，譬如我夜晚黑要出去咧，我可能咧係會譬如2、3點鐘嘅時候咧就鼠上去廁所度洗個面，搭咗個 mask。咁跟住咧到5點零鐘，咁啊差唔多要即係準備出門口嘅時候咧，咁啊洗咗佢。你會發覺咧呢一個 mask 啊，即係講緊呢一個 Orchestra Imperial 嘅 mask 咧，佢唔會令到你塊面好油嘅。CSL 要3米，係啊，唔會令到你塊面好油嘅。但係你之後會好上妝咯。I'm saying sometimes I prefer to use the mask if I cannot do it or forgot to do it the night before, but I'm going out that evening, after lunch, maybe mid-afternoon, I just sneak to the bathroom, wash my face, put the mask on, and then around 5, 6 o'clock when I have to get ready, I just rinse it off. It makes my makeup, if I'm using foundation, the foundation just looks like second skin. It really helps like with your makeup look.
Absolutely. I can't say enough about the mask. I can't. I really can't. It is truly my favorite. But there are some amazing other things that I want to get to. And you have, Leslie, with you, some liquid gold that we're going to talk about before we talk about makeup, right?
Yes, yes. Well, this is actually from something I learned last time when we had the masterclass. 嗱，上一次咧，如果大家有參加過我哋嘅 GUERLAIN Masterclass，我哋就係講呢個 Imperial 呢一個嘅蜂蜜嘅系列啦。咁啊，今日雖然話就講呢一個御庭蘭花，咁啊點解又攞翻呢一個蜂蜜系列咧？首先因為我而家其實咧秋天嘅時候我就係用緊嘅。夏天嗰陣時咧，佢個蜜糖嘅香味太真啦，因為佢唔知95% 係純天然嘅。我夏天用呢個系列嘅時候咧，係會俾黃蜂嬲咯。咁所以咧，我就要停咗。I'm saying I use this in the spring, but I have to stop in the summer because I have moved to Port Perry and I'm like living in the woods right now. In the summer when I use this line, I think it's because it's like 95% natural and containing all this honey and propolis. I attract the bees when I use this. But now that it's the fall, I start using it again and you see that like I'm halfway through my second bottle now.
Amazing.
I'm so happy you said that 95% natural ingredients. It is correct. We use the black bee repair technology with this oil. And the black bee repair technology includes the royal bee jelly and 4 types of honey. This product is the most versatile product you can have. Everybody should have this oil because you can use it as a booster for your skincare. So before any of your serums, for those who want to use this oil as a serum, you can use it as a serum morning and night and few drop mixed with foundation. So it's going to leave a nice, beautiful, plump and glowy finish.
嗱呢一個咧叫做Advanced Youth Watery Oil 啦，咁你會咧見到佢個樽入邊咧係有啲好似金珠咁樣嘅。其實咧，因為佢入邊係含有蜂王漿啦，4種唔同嘅蜜糖啦。腳咧 actually 喺法國度咧自己有個島啊，跟住咧嗰個島嗰度咧係一個 biosphere，佢哋就喺嗰個島嗰度專養蜜蜂，嗰度嘅蜜蜂咧係可以得到專人去為佢種啲花嚟俾佢採花蜜等等。I'm talking about I want to make sure I pronounce it right. Wusan, the island. Yeah, I'm just telling everyone about Wusan Island and how like the bees are treated like royalty because there are gardeners to like make sure the plants are all like doing well, zero pollution, like a beautiful island paradise just for bees.
Correct. It is actually the purest honey you can find. And that's what we want to use in our product, the best ingredients. So we have 95% natural ingredients, like we said. So all the plants are away from pollution and disease to have the best quality in your product. Now, this product is for men, women, and any age and skin type. It's very for everybody. The best gift to do for the holidays.
呢一個係因為男人女人暗瘡皮膚、乾嘅皮膚、正常皮膚都可以用嘅，咁所以咧頭先佢哋就話如果你咧即係想買啲靚嘅又有用嘅聖誕禮物嘅話咧，咁呢一個 Advanced Youth Watery Oil 咧就係一個好嘅選擇啦。But we're about to talk about makeup. And we're bringing this up. So how does this work into our makeup routine?
Yes, I love it. Great question. This is exactly why we brought it up right before makeup. So for me, the best way to make your makeup glow for the holidays and for any time really is to make sure you have the perfect skin. So with the Imperial oil, I recommend you not only put it before you start your makeup, but you can actually put it on after. So what I was doing while Alexandre was explaining it was I was actually kind of dabbing it into my foundation and layering it on top. And this gives an incredible shine and glow on the surface of the skin. And you can see
Alexandre, you can do that. I've never done that before. Okay, I'm going to try.
Yes, absolutely. And you can see Alexandre's glow. This is why he is so glowing right now also. So you could just press it on afterwards as a finisher.
My secret weapon.
Yes.
Can you kind of use it as the primer as well?
Yes, so definitely. So we have some amazing primers, but for the holidays and for this time of year, we really want to condition the skin. So I recommend absolutely either putting it on before your makeup, your foundation, or even mixing it with. So if you don't want a lot of coverage to your foundation, you can absolutely do 1 drop of your Abe Royal Youth Watery Oil and 1 drop of your favorite GUERLAIN foundation.
OK， 咁啊嗱，呢一個Youth Watery Oil 咧，你正常護膚嘅程序就譬如我咁啦，我就用完 lotion 之後咧就會用佢，跟住又就用個 double R serum 啦。但係如果咧你係想你嘅妝容睇落去咧容光煥發啲，同埋咧譬如你皮膚好乾，有陣時咧當你皮膚乾嘅時候化咗妝咧，你笑啊成咧唔係皺紋嚟嘅，但係咧你嗰啲粉底好似想裂咁樣咧，係起咗啲好細好細好細嘅紋，呢個就可以幫到嗱。譬如咧。我嘅 all-time favourite 啦 ，L'Essential 呢一個就係GUERLAIN嘅 foundation 啦，你係可以咧落一滴嘅 foundation 啦，之後咧你亦都加多一滴呢個 Youth Watery Oil 落去，撈埋佢嚟用。因為呢個 Youth Watery Oil 咧係Alexandre，how do you describe it? It's light as a water, rich as an oil. Did I get it right?
I mean, you stole the word out of my mouth. It is correct. So it is rich as an oil, but very light like water. So that's why I said that you can use it on any skin type. A lot of people are scared to use oil because they have oilier skin. This won't feel like an oil at all. It's really, it melts into your skin instantly and leave that beautiful glow without that oily texture on the skin.
嗱，我而家咧就將嗰個啱啱太陽曬入嚟，我就已經係將嗰個 Youth Watery Oil 加咗落個粉底度咧，咁你會見到嗰個光澤咧，呢個係冇嘢嘅，呢個係有嘢，你會見到個光澤咧係好唔同嘅。咁你搽咗喺面度咧，其實亦都可以減低咗頭先我講話嗰啲粉底好似離面咧。嗰個嘅問題，呢個係一個即係好好嘅 trick 嚟嘅。Okay, so next.
Makeup. We're going to talk about makeup. We're going to go into sparkle. We're going to go into makeup. And I heard, Leslie, from your following that everyone's really excited about makeup, yes?
Yes, especially eye makeup. Well, of course, we're still wearing the mask, so that is that. And also, I don't know, there's a similar saying in English, but in Chinese, we have a saying that the eyes are like the window into our soul. And so if you can make that window prettier, it makes all the difference. 咁我哋咧好多朋友都話想即係知道點樣化好個眼妝啦。咁同埋因為咧，我哋喺北美洲有陣時，譬如睇電視、睇電影、睇雜誌咧，咁我哋見到嗰啲白人啊、其他族裔嗰啲人嗰啲化妝係啊化得好靚啊，但係我哋嗰個 eye shape 啊、我哋嗰個眉同眼嗰個嘅距離咧。同佢哋唔同噶嘛，咁所以咧，我之前咧同 Rachel 夾緊嘅時候就係話，我哋嘅 Chinese eyes， 我哋嘅 Asian eyes， 我哋嘅 Asian features 點樣咧可以做得好啲？咁啊 Rachel 咧喺今日特登就係教我哋咧點樣去化好我哋呢個東方人嘅眼睛。Yeah, so we looked different. We have different shaped eyes, different distance between the brow and the eye. So I think sometimes when we're living in Canada and watching movies, looking at magazines, and looking at people from a different race, we like their makeup look, but it doesn't really work for our eyes. So we have discussed this. We're going to do something specifically for us.
Yes, absolutely. So, when it comes to makeup artistry, there's so many ways to do the eyes. And, there are so many of us that actually do not have, a lot of lid to work with. And that's basically what we're looking at when we are doing a different style of makeup. And we need to utilize the under the eye as well. And this is why, this product that we came up with for holiday, the Mad Eyes Duo Shadow, is so perfect for teaching you how to recreate this look. And Leslie, you have this, so we're going to do this together. And yeah, I'll show you. I'll just kind of swatch on my hand so I can show everyone what the colors are. I'm choosing the Dazzling Silver shade.
Sorry, I just went to get some tissue paper.
Yeah, there's 2 shades in this collection in the holiday. So there's this silver dazzling shade, and then there's the other as well. And we're going to start today with the lighter shade. So we're going to go along, and I'm going to start while you kind of translate, and then we'll talk about what I'm doing specifically and how I recommend you apply it.
OK， 嗱咁而家咧，我哋就係用緊呢一支，因為我啱啱咧就搽油又搽粉底咧，跟住我隻手好多手指毛印。嗱，我哋而家用緊呢個咧叫做 Mad Eyes Contrast Shadow Duo， 條 link 咧已經喺個 chat 嗰度噶啦。Mad Eyes Contrast Shadow Duo， 咁啊兩邊唔同顏色嘅，一邊咧就叫 Dazzling Silver， 就係淺色啲嘅，跟住另外深色啲嗰邊咧就係叫做 Icy Grey。咁阿 Rachel 而家 show 緊俾我哋睇點樣用啦。我咧就係閂個鏈先，因為太陽曬咗入嚟。
Wonderful. All right. So hopefully you can see this already. There's quite a difference. Now, when there's not a lot of hood on the lid to work with, what I want you to think about is applying your eyeshadow, your eye makeup with your eye open. Because unlike a hooded lid where we close the lid and we open, a lot of the shadow disappears. Yours is not going to show at all. So you want to really know your placement. So first and foremost, oh, sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
OK， 嗱，咁Rachel 教咧就係因為我哋嗰個眼嘅眼皮咧，同譬如白人有少少唔同，所以咧佢就話平時咧白人化妝嘅時候就係眯埋眼化，咁但係咧我哋咧其實係要學識擘大眼化，因為咁樣咧你先至係可以揾到最啱嗰個嘅位嘅。Okay, Rachel, I'm ready. I am turning on my selfie camera so I can see myself and follow along.
Oh, that's so smart. I never thought of that. I love it. So yes, so I went ahead and did the first part. And what I'm talking about when we're utilizing the entire eye area is, of course, to keep your eye open when you're doing your eye makeup, but to use this first light and bright shade. So we're never going to do this with a dark color. We're going to use this bright silver shade first. And you're actually going to go right along the lash line along the bottom, and then fill in above the lash line.
So basically line the whole eye with it.
Exactly, yes. So this is adding a bit of shimmer and it's brightening the eye. So hopefully you can see my eyes already. One is much brighter than the other just by adding that shade.
Okay, after I put it on, do I blend it with my fingers?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Not yet.
I've drew a circle.
Yes. And we want this to be super easy because if it's going to take 30 minutes to do an eye look, chances are we're probably not going to do it very often, right?
You're right.
So yeah, so you're going to go all around and utilizing that area, and that's going to add a really nice brightness. I have a bit more lid, so I filled in that area, but for an eye that doesn't have a lot of lid to work with, you're actually going to look directly into your mirror and apply just above the lashes. So you're going to actually apply the silver in that rainbow shape that you see.
OK， 嗱，我而家咧就跟緊 Rachel 嗰個指示去做啦。咁我就係喺下眼嘅位咧，直情當佢好似眼線筆咁樣咧，就畫咗呢一個下邊啦。咁跟住咧，我就圍住咗自己個眼啊。OK，I'm trying to keep my eyes open。然後咧就圍住個眼，好似一條彩虹咁樣，一個拱門咁樣去畫。 咁已經見到啦，呢邊咧係好似精神咗。It looks like my eyes are open on this side. I'm going
Right?
to do the other side.
That's amazing. Yeah, it's right? Because when you add these light, not sparkly, but sheer, I would say luminous shades that are going to brighten. They're more like metallic. So silvers, pearl shades, even golds, they're going to open the eye and add a little bit of that extra something. So that's what you really want to start with before you add any darkness. So yeah. And how do you feel the texture of this, Leslie?
Oh, it glides on so smooth, and you basically just need like to go around once, and you can already see the pigment. My question is, like with the lower eye, how close do I draw it to my lashes?
Yep, as close as possible. So obviously when you're doing your eye makeup, you should do your eyeshadow before your mascara. So you're going to go, you want this to kind of like dazzle right underneath the lash line. So very, very close.
Okay. 嗱咁Rachel 教咧就係話，我哋畫下眼線嘅時候咧，就可以畫到好近眼一毛嘅。which 我而家呢個係咁，唔知大家睇唔睇到咧？但我而家就會搞到自己好鬧交嘅，因為其實我之前已經化咗啲妝，咁但係大家應該會睇到個顏色。Okay, so I have gone around my eyes on both sides. I haven't blended it, I haven't touched it, so.
That's it. And it looks amazing already, right? Before you even blend it?
I think so.
Great. So then we're going to add the dark. Before we blend anything, we're going to add the darker shade. So it's almost like a darker steel shade. It's beautiful.
It's like a gunmetal.
Yes, absolutely. Gunmetal, yeah. And then getting to the eye shape again. So when we're really, going to add that definition to a certain eye shape, we want to look at what we're going to bring out. So obviously we always want with our eye makeup to make the eyes bigger. Yes, bigger, right? And we never want to draw our eyes down or draw anything below. So a quick rule on this that I want to show you is to really, pay attention to angles. If you're taking a line from the corner of your eye and you're going to position up on almost like an exact 45-degree angle, that is your line.
Okay, so, I need to translate this.
嗱，
咁頭先咧用咗銀色淺銀色嗰邊咧就框咗隻眼一個框啦。咁跟住咧，而家就係要學點樣用深色嗰個啦。咁雖然我哋講需要時間，但係你真係做嘅時候咧，其實係咁樣10秒都唔使就已經畫咗啦。咁而家 Rachel 咧就教啦，因為我哋咧化眼妝，咁梗係想隻眼睇落去大啲、精靈啲啦，唔想隻眼睇落去得啦。咁教緊我哋咧就點樣用一個直線咧去揾我哋自己隻眼嘅最佳嗰個 angle 最佳嗰個角度。Okay, I'm ready. I have a paintbrush in my hand.
Amazing. This is great and perfect because you have a beautiful painting of the Paris Eiffel Tower behind you that you painted.
I'm a Francophile. I just love France. I painted this in the social painting class years ago, but it's still one of my favorites.
It's absolutely perfect. So yes, so we're going to go on that 45 and I went ahead and did it, but I basically, to make this so easy for you, you can absolutely use one of your makeup brushes or a paintbrush or anything you have handy just to put there. And you're going to, use this and just kind of like mark, like, you can put your one mark there and that's how you know where you're not going to go any further than that.
Okay. So, side of my nose.
Yep, you can absolutely use the side of your nose to angle
corner
up.
Of my eye.
I even like to go a little higher, like just because as we blend, it'll fall down a little bit. So you can go a little higher than your nose. Yep. And then just put your eyeshadow with your eye open, looking directly into the mirror. You're going to put just a mark there, and you're going to do that on the other side.
Horizontal mark.
Just any mark. Like you can go back.
This is really scary. Okay. 我而家嚟啦。就係攞支筆隔住個鼻，跟住咧喺眼角對上多少少嗰度畫一筆。Okay, I'm going to apply pressure now.
It is scary, but the best thing about
Can I make a mark? Yes, I did.
Yes, I can see it. Yeah.
Is that right?
Yes, I went a little bit more so that you can see it because I really want you to see what this is doing. So by doing this and getting your shadow in the right position, you're not only bringing the eye up, but you're giving the illusion of a wider eye, which is what we all want. We all want these big, beautiful, wide eyes. So this is my trick that I'm going to share with you. Very, very easy with the Mad Eyes stick.
Okay, so
again, we're going to do it to the other side before we blend. And you can put more. I can't see it. So I think you're a little scared.
Okay, I have to keep talking, and that way I can see myself in the screen.
You can go for it.
Okay.
Alexandre, can you see the difference on camera?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, I've done this side. I think you can see my mark.
Beautiful.
And I'll do the other side now. 好啦，嗱，其實咧就係咁樣隔住個位咧，等你唔好畫得太低啊。因為如果你咧將嗰啲嘅眼影眼線畫得太低咧，你就會拉低咗自己隻眼。Is that the right angle?
Yes, and already now I can see already your eyes look wider and lifted. So this is what we want when we're using shadow and contrast. We want to play, we want to create angles and really accentuate our features. So now, I went ahead and did it, but now I'm going to take, from that line and I'm going to bring it forward. So when we don't have an eyelid to work with, we're going to again keep our eye open and relaxed and look directly into the mirror when we do it and go about halfway only. So just halfway.
我其實一路喺度做嘅時候咧，我係好擔心嘅，因為咧，如果我失手嘅話，就會喺百幾人面前變咗一個花面啦。OK， 但係咧，我哋既然係學緊，佢就話咧喺我哋之前已經畫咗嘅呢個 mark 嗰度咧，向中間 ，so in the center halfway.
About halfway, yes, exactly. And you're closing your eye, so you got to keep it open. Yes.
擘大眼向畫一半。
Really try to keep that eye open. Beautiful. I can see already, even before you move closely to the camera, this is lovely. Okay. So then go ahead and do the other side, and then we're going to blend.
Okay. 呢邊要畫返多少少。
And these shadows I want to mention also are really amazing in their durability. So these are, I believe, if they're not waterproof, they are water resistant, and they are, not going to smudge or smear or crease, which is lovely. And that's what we really want. We want something, when there's no lid, we want to make sure that that stays on and stays smooth.
其實因為咧，好似我自己化妝嘅時候，我成日遇到個問題就係深色嗰個咧都唔知擺喺邊個位。你睇嗰啲西人嘅化妝 tutorial 咧，咁佢哋就搽咗喺個窩嗰度，但係我哋冇嗰個窩噶嘛。咁而家咧 ，OK 知道啦，就係呢度畫咗一筆，跟住向內。咁而家就一笪咁樣啦。咁我哋 OK，I'm ready to blend. Do I need a brush or do I just use my fingers?
You can use either. So these are so easy and so creamy that you can use your fingers, you can use a brush, you can use a Q-tip if you wish. I'm a makeup artist, so traditionally I always have brushes. I love brushes, but you can do whatever you are comfortable with. And when you're going to blend these two specifically, I want you to start with the lighter shade. So you're going to blend underneath the eye and just make sure and soften the edges. So you want to make sure that there's no like harsh line. That beautiful light and bright shimmer just kind of goes seamlessly into your foundation. And with the eyes, making sure that you have a little bit of brightness, it swept in the center. So here also. So if you don't have enough there, you can reapply, but take your brush and blend a little bit of that silver right in the corner.
Okay. So when we're blending, we're basically blending from the underside of the line that we drew.
Exactly. So just blending it in a little bit underneath so that you just have a soft sweep.
Okay.
Yeah.
頭先咧畫咗個淺銀色嗰個框咧，我唔知道大家喺屋企，就算你冇呢個產品，有冇攞緊其他嘢試緊啦？咁跟住咧就攞個化妝掃，我就得支畫筆就一樣啦。咁就係喺你畫嗰個框嘅底嗰度咧。輕輕掃一掃佢，等佢咧。Yes, it's really easy to blend.
It's so easy. It's so silky. I was really surprised when I tried this for the first time because, as we age and with anything cream, it really, has a tendency to go in the lines, and this does not. It stays perfectly. It's beautiful.
有啲朋友咧就驚用呢一種 cream 質地嘅眼影筆，因為咧就係驚嗰啲顏色咧全部入晒去所有嗰啲紋啊、啲摺嗰啲啦，咁睇落去隻眼就會好似好老咁樣樣。咁但係呢一個嘅質地咧就似乎冇呢個問題啦。Okay, I see that you're already blending your upper lid. What do you
Yes. So now we're going to blend the upper lid. Lower lid should be fine. You're going to keep in mind that you don't want to go any further down. So use your brush strokes and blend inwards like this, like a half moon.
Okay.
Yep, just like a half moon. And you'll see it's like 2 seconds and it's done. We're talking a lot, but if you were to do this on your own at home, it's going to take you 2 minutes to do a beautiful eye look with the matte eyes. And keep in mind also, Q-tips are your best friend. If you make any mistakes with makeup, you can take it off and you can, edit it a little bit. So it's really fun to play. I encourage you to play with these shadows and have fun. For evening, I would absolutely add a little bit more darkness to the bottom corner. So Leslie, we're going to talk, if you can translate that and just let everyone know that for evening, if you were going out and you wanted to add a bit more darkness, just a touch of that dark in the corner.
OK， 嗱咁而家就係講緊日妝啦，我都未 blend 好嘅，咁但係咧，如果你平時去做嘅時候咧，其實係成件事2分鐘咧都已經可以做得到啦。咁而如果你夜晚出街想睇落去個樣，可以 dramatic 少少咧，睇落去更有化咗妝嘅感覺嘅話咧，你就可以用 icy grey 即係深色嗰邊咧，喺你個下眼呢度咧，亦都可以再加多少少，咁啊睇落去咧就會含啲啦。係咪有個分別啊？呢邊咧就有深色嗰邊，呢邊係冇嘅。
Beautiful.
Did I do it right?
Oh, it looks gorgeous. Your eyes are really, shaped and popped, and they look beautiful. Yeah.
Okay, so
wonderful.
This is so easy.
It's so easy.
It's so easy.
Yes, and then of course, you're going to apply for, an evening out your mascara. We have some beautiful mascaras, but most importantly before the mascara is liquid liner. So liquid liner is one thing that I would absolutely insist on, an eye that doesn't have, a lid to work with, because the liner is so chic, so elegant, and it really does help to add a curve and a boldness to the eye.
Oh, so actually, I want to ask our classmates. 在座嘅朋友，你哋我諗我哋中國人好多時化妝嘅話都會畫眼線啦。你係用 liquid eyeliner 多定係用鉛筆嗰隻多嘅咧？我純粹八卦啫，因為我以前係用鉛筆嘅，但係我其實而家已經係差唔多100次有95次都會係用 liquid 嘅。你係用 liquid 多定係 pencil 多？ I'm asking if because I think years ago. Most of us just know how to use like a pencil, but then I've graduated to using liquid for about like 10 years now, and I'm not going back. I like liquid because it stays on longer, and also it gives you a prettier line. So I'm just asking whether our friends are using pencil more or liquid more. It seems that it
seems a lot of liquid. I love that.
It seems a lot of liquid. That's great.
Yes,
that's
good.
Great.
Yes, it's really, difficult in the beginning to use a liquid. It really takes a bit of practice. I'm not going to lie, but I love, the GUERLAIN liquid eyeliner. This one specifically is so thin. So, the delicateness of an eye that, we don't have a lot of lid to work with. This is absolutely going to give the most delicate line as well.
So needs to be higher. Yeah.
So hopefully you can see here, it's so thin. It's just like a little paintbrush. And when you lay this on its side along the lash line, you're going to get a beautiful black, thin, shiny line. So there are some tricks. I've seen in the chat, what's your trick to apply the liquid eyeliner and get it thin? First of all, the product itself, there are so many eyeliners on the market that are just not user-friendly. Even for makeup artists like myself, there are some that I can't use. It's just, you can't get a thin line. But this one is tried and true. And I've been with GUERLAIN for 16 years, and it was here with us before I started. So it's been here for a long time.
Wow.
Yes. So I'm going to go ahead and apply it, and I'm going to show you my trick. So with this one specifically, you want to apply along the lash line, and you're going to keep your eye open, but look down in your mirror. This is the best way to apply it.
OK， 我哋畫眼線嘅時候咧，好多朋友都係擘大個。we OK, I have this colleague, we call her Little Fish, and we always laugh at her because when she applies eyeliner, she goes like 對唔住，小魚，我唔應該笑你嘅。嗱，我哋咧畫眼線嘅時候咧，就係、如果呢個係鏡，你個鏡係低嘅，咁變咗你個眼係向下望咁樣畫。Okay, is this angle correct, Rachel?
Exactly. So you want to position your mirror down low so that you can actually look and keep your eye relaxed. And the reason for that is because when we do the little fish, we do this, we're going to shake and we're going to, I love that, so cute.
I forgot that I have a mirror here. Yes.
We're not going to get as even as a line as we want. So we want to just keep relaxed. Obviously, I'm not going to talk when I'm doing it. So maybe Alexandre, you can, help me and show what I'm doing exactly. I'm going to go this way first and then flip the other way. So I'll go ahead and apply, and hopefully you can see how I'm doing this.
When you apply the eyeliner, make sure you really stay close to the base of the eyelashes. You don't want to have that gap where you see the skin.
OK， 嗱，畫眼線嘅時候咧，就要盡量貼你自己嘅眼一毛。Rachel, you need to speak so we can see your screen.
Oh, sorry. It's hard to speak when I apply the liner, but I went, and you can see hopefully the difference between one eye and another. It's a very, very thin line. But when you have the thin line, you're going to make the lashes go and look more voluminous. So you're going to have that thick, thick base. And, I went along the lash line and I really just almost tapped it along the lash line. So I didn't actually, use it like a pen. That's one of the biggest errors we make when we use liners. You actually kind of just lay it down and let the brush do its work. It's like a painting, our brush really, if we let the brush glide along, it's going to make the best stroke.
Oh, I've never heard that. OK， 嗱，我哋平時用 liquid eyeliner 咧，因為我冇攞我個支落嚟，我哋當呢個係個 liquid eyeliner 啦。咁你咪好多時就係會咁樣一條線咁樣畫嘅。咁但係 Rachel 咧就話其實咧一個更加好嘅方法咧就係、當呢一個係一個放大版嘅 eyeliner 咧，係喺條邊嗰度咧印，跟住你自己嗰個眼線嚟到印。咁樣咧出到嚟咧就可以更加貼，同埋咧就係可以幼啦。
Wonderful. So I hope you can see this. I went ahead and did, the little swoosh at the end, the little cat eye. And the rule for that as well is simple, keep that kind of 45-degree in mind and actually stamp it on. So keep your eye open while you're doing it. I'm going to try to do this with my eye open looking into the camera, and I'll try to speak so that you can see it at the same time. And what I mean is you really just stamp. So you look directly into the mirror. I'm going to just take a look at, and then you lay the brush down so that you can see you're putting it on the right angle. That was a little bit more than I wanted, but hopefully you can see. And that's going to make sure that you don't put it anywhere that you don't want it. So you don't put it too low, right? And then you can just finish the line.
OK， 嗱，因為咧畫呢一個 liquid eyeliner 咧，通常就係會有嗰個貓眼個 flick 啦，但係嗰個 flick 咧好多朋友咧都搞唔掂嘅。譬如我自己咧對唔對稱啦，幾長啦，嗰個尖到底係幾時由闊至到收翻去個尖嗰度咧？咁我而家去問下 Rachel， 我希望我問嗰啲問題都係你哋心目中有嘅問題啦。如果我問中你想問嘅嘢嘅話，你可以喺個 chat 嗰度話俾我聽㗎。OK， 嗱，Rachel， I like when I do liquid eyeliner when I'm learning how to use it. First of all, that flick you showed us that you just position the brush and just kind of tap it on and then join the rest of the line. But how far up, like how long should we make that flick? And how do we taper the shape so it kind of like flows?
Great question. So yes, so you can see on this eye, I was able to do that one without, I was doing that one in the mirror, and you can see it ended really beautifully because of the shape of this brush. So this brush, I go along this way first, and then because I changed the brush angle, I go this way. It actually tapers beautifully, and the length of the swoosh at the end is really up to your comfort level, if you're going for
but the longer it is, the bigger your eyes look. Is that right?
Yes, absolutely, from a distance. So you want to be careful because not everyone suits a very, very long dramatic cat eye. And if you don't balance it with the right amount of shadow and lash, it can look quite obvious and more amateur, I would say. So I would keep it fairly neutral. I would never go too far. And I was always almost like, imagine you're connecting the end of your brow to your eyeliner.
OK， 咁Rachel 教咧就係話我哋嗰個勾咧，咁當然係畫出少少啦，但係咧亦都唔好太過分。如果唔係咧，一近鏡望你嘅時候，你就話咩你條線畫成咁㗎咁同埋咧就係、因為你之前咧畫緊隻眼嘅時候，咁你個筆係向眼頭嗰邊啦，咁跟住咧到你要畫你嗰個勾尾嘅時候咧，就調翻轉。咁同埋因為佢GUERLAIN 嗰個嘅 eyeliner 個柄長啲咧，你咪可以就翻啱個角度咧，即係又係嗰個鼻哥窿眼嗰個咧，咁你喺度咁樣印45度角。So keeping it at the 45-degree kind of like from your nose to the corner of your eye also helps you get a symmetrical flick, right? Because I've seen people where like the flick one side is like that, the other is like a wrong angle.
Yes.
So it seems to be tricky to get it symmetrical.
It is, yes. It's the best way to try. But also keep in mind that, our features are not totally symmetrical. And our brows, like our eyes, are sisters and not twins. So they're not going to always look exactly identical. But ideally, yes, exactly what you said. It is the best way to achieve the most symmetrical look.
All right. So I think that's about it with the eyeshadow and eyelining. 如果大家有問題關於個眼影或者係個眼線嘅話，就好問啦。因為咧跟住落嚟咧，我哋即係除咗係有眼線有眼影，我哋仲要有眼眉噶嘛。So before we go to talk about brows, please ask any other questions you have about eyeshadow and eyelining.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good.
I think we're good. Yeah, amazing. So yes, so I'm going to go quickly with the brows because they're so quick and easy. Brows are really in right now, and I want to show you first and foremost our brow pencil. So I'm going to fill in my brow a little bit, and this is really just almost like, Alexandre, how would you describe this? It's really very fine. So very, very thin.
It's just going to create more depth to the eyebrows. It's not really going to shape the eyebrows. So it's really going to make your natural eyebrows stand out a little bit more. We don't want to really define the eyebrows with a very sharp line. We just want to make it a little bit more natural, more apparent on the skin for a focal point around the eyes.
So you do not kind of like draw the outline of what you want your eyebrow to look like you don't outline the shape with
no, you really want to go with little strikes, almost like little hair, fine lines, just to make your eyebrows fuller. You don't want to draw your eyebrows with the pencil. I think
因為咧，我有見過有啲人咧，可能睇得日本漫畫多，咁跟住咧拎住個眉筆，我想我條眉嘅形狀係點咧，跟住就畫住一個框咁樣咧，即係我條眉嗰個一個框咁樣畫咗出嚟，咁就睇出嚟好好笑啊！因為眉筆其實咧，你會發覺眉筆通常咧都係會係好幼好幼，因為你係理論上係逐條毛去畫嘅，而唔係畫一個框，跟住咧就填色咁樣填咗佢咧係唔 work 嘅。
Amazing. And then we're going to finish the brow with our collector item, and I love this one.
This is new for me.
This is new. So this is a micro applicator. It's a very, very different type of stippling applicator, and it's going to just go on and tint the brows. But this one for holiday has a little bit of shimmer, and it's so delicate. It's great for all hair colors. So you're just going to turn the bottom of the Mad Eyes brow framer, and you're going to coat the brows. So you're just going to kind of brush them up. So just like Alexandre said, keeping it very, very natural and just tinting that brow. This
Are you
so
tinting
fun.
just the brow hair, or do you tint the skin as well?
Just the brow hair. Now, if it touches the skin, it's not a big deal at all, but you're really targeting the brow hair itself and really kind of brushing it in an upwards motion, just to give that perfect finished look.
OK 嗱，我哋而家玩緊呢個新玩具咧，叫做 Mad Eyes Brow Framer。Mad Eyes Brow Framer。咁佢咧嗰個頂咧就好似一個嘅刷咁樣，好短毛嘅刷。咁跟住你要係咁令啦，令到佢嗰啲 product 出咗嚟。然後佢嗰個作用咧係幫你梳你嘅眉毛嘅同時，就係去等你啲眉毛上色啲。咁如果你好似我咁樣咧，眉毛係好疏、好淺色嘅話咧，呢一個可以幫到你啦。OK， 等我試。Okay, this is my first time using it.
You're going to love this. And I see a question, what happens if I don't have much hair on my brow? This is exactly why I use the pencil first. I am very fair, and although I have dark brows, I have very thin brows. So that's exactly what you're going to do with that pencil. You're going to give those little micro hairs and then apply the gel over top.
And the gels create a nice volume as well on your hair of your eyebrows. And for people that have, we're getting older and we have white hair on our eyebrows, this is going to tint them gently, creating that beautiful volume effect on your eyebrows. So perfect for people that have thinner or even more spread out eyebrows.
Okay, I have done this. Oh, you can really see a difference.
Yes.
Wow. OK， 嗱，我啱啱整咗喺邊咧，因為我成日都係我係可以唔畫眼線出街，但我一定要畫眉，我先至可以見人嘅。如果唔係咧，冇樣嘅咁。咁啊，呢一個嘅Mad Eyes 嘅 Brow Framer 咧，佢因為有呢個刷，你其實係好似 a mascara for your brow hair， 就係你幫你自己嗰啲眼眉毛咧變得啱方向，同埋粗啲，同埋深色啲。咁咧，對於淺色眉毛、小眉毛嘅人嚟講咧，呢個就好好用。Sorry， 你用緊嘅時候咧，你會 feel 到嗰啲刷咧，嗰啲掃仔咧，係會輕輕拉到，即係拖到你嗰啲眉毛就啱嘅，你唔使掂到自己啲肉嘅。就好似喺度梳緊。This is like really, it feels like a mascara for your brows, and I can actually feel the way the tiny little bristles are calming through my brow hair and keeping it kind of like lifted in place because my brow hair goes like kind of downward, but it's lifting it. It's great. It's so easy to use.
So easy.
Product, easy to use. We have a question about the under eye dark circle. One of our favorite product is the Precious Light. So it comes in a beautiful gold stick, like Rachel is showing right now. So it's a very light highlighter concealer. So you're just gonna apply a tiny little drop under the eye. You can just warm it up with your finger as well after, or a brush. It's really gonna melt into the skin, and there's 24 karat gold inside. So it's really gonna attract the light, reflect the light, and really diminish the dark circle and puffiness. It won't crease under the eyes like a lot of concealers because this one, the texture is very, very light, and there's also moisturizer agents in the product to keep your under eyes well moisturized and glowy all day. This product
啱啱講緊嘅咧就係如果你有黑眼圈咧，咁佢就介紹緊呢一個嘅 Precious Light 啊，喺個 chat 嗰度會見到個連結啦。Precious Light 就係一個俾你係用喺眼下邊嘅 concealer，咁唔會 唔會乾咗炒咗入咗去嗰啲嘅眼紋嗰度嘅。亦都就係有24K 金啦，咁就係除咗係反光，等你嗰個黑眼圈冇咁明顯之外咧，其實金用喺護膚個層面咧，亦都係有抗氧化等等嘅作用嘅。So I actually saw this TikTok video saying for women over 35 years old, when you're applying concealer under your eye, you shouldn't cover the whole eye area. You should just use kind of like the inner corner and also the outer corner. What's your take on this? I'll translate the question first. 我即係雖然100年幾我都玩 TikTok 啦，咁佢就話咧，35歲以上嘅女人搽呢一個 concealer 遮瑕膏嘅時候咧，就唔好成忽咁樣搽，反而咧就淨係搽。嗱，我今日其實冇搽 concealer， 咁就搽你嘅內三角同埋呢啲位。咁我想問下佢哋兩位大師同唔同意呢個講法 ？Okay, so women over 35 and eye concealer. What's your take on this?
Wonderful. Sorry, go ahead.
Actually, for concealer, it's true that you don't want to go too close to the eyes. However, with the precious light, because it's so light, the texture, you really can go close to the lashes. You know, sometimes we get like redness around the eyes. You really can cover the redness. So you can go close to the eye and you can go down all the way to the cheeks to eliminate. You can even put it a little bit under the eyebrow for a lifting effect. So just at the base of your eyebrow, and it's going to lift by attracting the light.
OK， 咁Alexander 咧就話即係precious light 可以搽到好近個 lash line 都唔怕，但係都可以拉落嚟啦。咁同埋咧可以喺嗰個眉嗰個下邊呢個位咧搽少少落去，因為咧你搽 eyeliner concealer 咧，佢因為淺色啲啊嘛，咁佢就會你個視覺上咪會拉高咗你嗰個眉彎嗰個位咧，咁你咪睇落去好似 lift 啲咁咯。Rachel, what's your take on this? Not covering the whole eye area, but just like the inner circle, inner triangle. What's your take on this?
Well, I think that there's so many trends on TikTok, and we really have to know where it's coming from. It's not always coming from, experts or, certified makeup artists. And it really depends also on your preference. I'm personally, I'm over 35 and I'm a woman who has 2 children and I am so tired all the time. So I'm going to put concealer everywhere and there's no trend that's going to stop me. But, like Alexandre said, if you use the right product in, the right way, you can really, adapt it to what you're looking for. And, it just depends on what you're looking for. Some women also have genetically just more darker circles than others that may not need as much, and they can get away with just the corner here and there.
Good. Okay, we need to speed up because it's already 12:22. Okay, I really we have to talk about Meteorites because this is a product that I've used since 1993. I've always used my Meteorite because if I don't use it as a finishing touch, I feel that I haven't done my makeup properly.
Exactly. So this is the classic GUERLAIN gesture to finish the makeup. So after your makeup is finished, you want to use these hand-formed pearls. And, at Holiday, we always have the most beautiful limited edition collector. And it has more sparkle, more glitz, more glam. And I love to dust it everywhere. So neck and décolleté, if you're wearing something that you can show off that area, underneath the eyes, all over the skin to finish. And they smell beautiful. They have violet extract in them. And I really can't say enough about them. You really finish your makeup this way. So we're going to buzz through this, and I'm going to finish off with the lips as you go ahead and translate the Meteorites for me.
OK， 咁呢個 Meteorites 咧，我諗有幾多朋友係用過 Meteorite 嘅，又可以揚聲啊！呢個係我真係1993年買完第一啱之後咧，我都 keep 住用，因為佢係可以令到你嘅皮膚，你化好個妝，就算你唔化妝咧，搽少少落去咧，成個樣咧都亮咗咁樣，同埋我好中意嗰個香味咯。 你知唔知呢啲珠咧全部係手做嘅，同埋唔同顏色嘅珠咧，其實係愛嚟等你個面嗰個顏色嘅 tone 咧係更加 even。咁而家除咗呢啲珠之外咧，仲有餅嘅噃，仲有呢一個嘅餅嘅。So Alexandre, is there a different way to use the pressed, like the compact of the Meteorite and the pearls?
You would use the same way. Of course, you need to be careful with the pearls. We have this beautiful pink brush from Meteorites that is really created for the Meteorite pearl. So it will grab as much powder as possible without the beads getting stuck in the bristle of the brush. So to use the brush, you would just twirl the brush into the container of the pearls, dab the brush on your wrist to remove the excess, and then, like Rachel did earlier, just swab under your eyes, in the middle of your forehead, and then a little bit on the tip of your nose.
係啦，咁呢一個咧就係你用佢跟嚟嗰個，唔係你要另外俾錢買嗰個掃嘅話咧，咁佢就冇咁容易會插咗嗰啲珠落去你嗰度你個掃入邊。咁同埋咧，你搞勻咗之後咧，你其實可以當佢好似 highlighter 咁咯，即係嗱呢啲咧會着到波嘅地方呢個 T 啦，跟住就係你兩邊呢個 C 啦 ，C，and then 我會整埋呢個，咁變咗你塊面咧呢一個直線位同埋呢啲打光嘅位咧，就全部都更加反光啦。Did I use it right, Alexandre?
Yes, you did. A real pro.
Amazing. And I went ahead and applied the lipstick, and let me tell you, I have been so excited to try this lipstick.
It's
I have held
beautiful
on.
red.
This is the Holiday Red. So this red is marbled with gold. It is stunning. So this is just stunning, stunning. And the case, it's full of sequins. It is gorgeous and sparkly. So these lipsticks are limited, the case and the gold marble, but the Rougie lipstick in itself is not. We have so many gorgeous cases and lipsticks, and you can truly customize your gift for the holidays. And yes, Leslie, you have a couple. So
嗱如果大家咧之前唔知道嘅話咧，GUERLAIN嘅唇膏有一樣嘢好特別嘅，就係你係分開買嘅，即係你咧嗰個唇膏自己本身咧。咁係就咁買咯，咁跟住咧，你就咁買翻嚟咧，佢係冇唇膏殼嘅，即係冇個套喎，你係要分開。但係點解咧？係因為你可以揀咯。嗱，譬如咧 Christmas 咧，佢每年 Christmas 都會有啲 special edition 啦。今年咧係有呢一個金銀珠版，唔係呢啲叫唔係叫珠片啊，金銀珠片啦。咁跟住咧，亦都有呢一個咧係絨嘅蘇格蘭格仔啦，咁啊咧我其實有一個黃色嘅鱷魚皮襪，我又有一個深啡紅色嘅蛇皮襪。I'm describing my collection of the cases. I have a yellow crocodile. I have a kind of like a burgundy, but kind of like snake skin kind of texture. So this is a really nice collector item, and I think you can even have your name engraved on it or something.
You absolutely can. For the holidays, it's the perfect gift to give.
And I think one of our lucky participants might be getting one. Is that correct?
Yes. So you're actually, getting right to the next point. I think some of you may have to leave, so I don't know if we could go ahead and maybe do the draw, or if we should go up do fragrances quickly. Leslie, what do you think?
How about we very quickly? Okay. Could you show us the link to see today's Zoom meeting, please? Okay, 我哋會擺喺 Facebook 嗰度，大家可以睇到嘅。We will just try to speed it up.
Perfect. Okay. So we'll do that. So yes, in the prize, if you can wait, it'll be worth it, everyone. You're going to win your choice of Rougie lipstick and the case and the Meteorites and that amazing mask. Yes. So Alexandre, can you take us on a little fragrance journey, please?
Yes, and I will try to speed it up for you to be able to experience the fragrance with me. So I want to talk about L'Art et la Matière collection, which is an exclusive fragrance line. We have 17 fragrances in this collection, and this collection is all about customization. So we have here, I have this beautiful bottle that is inspired by one of our heritage bottle. And I don't know if you can see on the video, but you have the beautiful bee spray in the bottle. And when I said it's customizable, it's because you can engrave your name on the bottle. You can change the ribbon around the neck. So we have different colors. And I don't know if you can see the seal here. We have also different colors. So now I have a gold and a pink cord. But my favorite part is the cap. So right now I choose a beautiful pink suede for the cap. We have different choices. So it's your bottle or it's a perfect gift as well.
Okay, Alexander, keep on holding it and I'll explain in Chinese.
Yes.
其實咧，我哋今期11、12月號 eliteGen 咧，我哋嗰個 scent 嘅 feature 就係呢個 GUERLAIN 嘅系列。嗱，佢除咗本身有17個味道啦，包括咧有 Rose Cherry 一個嘅玫瑰花香啦，有一個咧叫做 Neroli Outre how do you pronounce it?
Neroli Outre Noir.
Outre Noir, Ultra Black Neroli 橙花，咁啊好多好靚嘅香味。但係就係個鐘咧，頭先阿力生 show 俾我哋睇咧，就係、你係可以 personalize。點樣 personalize 咧？譬如佢嗰條真絲個線咧，你可以揀顏色啦。佢有個 seal， 有個好似蜜蠟嘅封印，可以揀顏色啦。甚至乎咧，嗰、個樽個頂嗰個 cap， 你亦都咧係可以揀物料同埋顏色。譬如呢一個係粉紅色嘅鏡皮，但係你亦都可以揀其他嘅。咁變咗你揀咗自己中意咩嘅香味。然後你中意咩顏色，成個樽你經過你嘅配搭之後咧，都可以話係自己獨一無二。你亦都可以咧就係有 engraving 嘅，咁啊令到呢個樽直情係屬於你㗎啦。因為呢啲嘅香水，如果我冇記錯嘅話咧，亦都係可以 refillable。Alexander, if I remember correctly, after you personalize the bottle and everything, the bottles are actually refillable?
It is refillable. So you keep your bottle. That's why we customize the bottle, because it's something that you can match with your decor or your personality. And then when you finish your bottle, you can join one of our ultra and fruit counters or online to get a refill. So we have 100 ml and 200 ml that is refillable. So it's all about sustainability. It's good for the environment. It's good for your wallet as well to refill your fragrance.
咁啊，能夠 refill 咧，對你嘅荷包又好啲啦，對你嘅環境又好啲啦。咁同埋，即係當你用咗呢啲咁樣嘅 effort 去 personalize 你嘅樽之後，咁你都希望咧可以 keep 嘅。咁總之你用晒咧，可以再買翻倒翻入去。但係除咗香水，即係噴嘅香水之外咧，其實 GUERLAIN 嗰個嘅香薰系列咧，亦都有其他嘢嘅喎。Aside from like actual perfume, eau de parfum, eau de toilette, all these, the scent line from GUERLAIN also includes other products. Isn't that right, Alexandre?
Yes, of course. For those who cannot make a choice on their favorite scent, we do have this beautiful discovery set that include 8 different fragrances from that collection. It's in miniature. So it's a good gift, but it's also a good gift for yourself to be able to choose the fragrance. We also have home fragrance to perfume your fabrics, your cushion, the bedding, and also candles that are also refillable. My favorite is Le Muguet, which is Lily of the Valley.
Of the Valley. Oh, we love that flower. 鈴蘭啊，Lily of the Valley 5月開嗰啲白色花花仔咧，鈴蘭亦都係喺一個嘅GUERLAIN 你可以揾到嘅香味嚟㗎。Sorry for interjecting.
No, perfect. So Le Muguet is a beautiful candle, very fresh with jasmine note, obviously Lily of the Valley, and green note. So beautiful scent for spring that are also in those beautiful refillable jars. So the jar is the same shape as the bottle, black, and then you can refill. And when you refill your bottle, as for the candle and the fragrance, we also have different sticker with the name. So you can refill it with a different fragrance. We will change the name.
The sticker. Oh, that's a nice idea. 咁啊頭先咧講到咧，譬如橙花係好值得大家，如果譬如你會落去 downtown 去佢哋個 boutique 嘅話咧，橙花一定要聞一聞。橙花咧佢法文名叫 Neroli Outre Noir， 跟住咧係中意玫瑰嘅話，佢有好多隻玫瑰嘅，其中新嘅有呢個 Rose Cherie 啦、Rose Barbaric 啦，總共有4隻唔同嘅玫瑰香味。然後咧喺 Home Fragrance 同埋呢一個我哋俾啲噴衫嘅系列入邊咧，就有呢一個 Lily of the Valley， 又係好靚嘅香味，有茉莉花 Lily of the Valley 同埋一啲香嘅葉咁樣嘅味道嘅。嗱a lot of people are asking about the Advent calendar, like I did in the meeting. I heard, OK， 我哋今日咧好多人喺度問緊呢個 Advent calendar， 我喺節目入邊有介紹過。我哋開始之前大約10點鐘得返一份，而家聽講 sold out 啦。So we had one left. Remember when before we started the class, there was like one left. It looks like it's sold. Yeah. So
for those who want the Advent calendar, it is sold out, but you have a lot of those products that you had in the Advent calendar in the mini set from L'Art et la Matière collection. You might not have the beautiful box, but you do have those same miniature in the Discovery set.
係啊，我諗好多朋友貪過 Advent calendar 咧，因為有好多嗰啲迷你版。其實咧喺 L'Art et la Matière 嗰個即係香水系列入邊咧，佢亦都有啲迷你 set 嘅。咁變咗咧，你唔使用800幾蚊去買嗰個 Advent calendar 咯，你可以買呢啲 mini set 啦。咁嗱我知道我哋超晒時啦。我哋已經將我哋嗰個買嘢嗰個 discount code 咧就 post 咗上嚟。嗰個今日如果大家上到去嘅 GUERLAIN.com 加拿大版啦，當然咁就係 GUERLAIN 2020。嗱，我哋喺個 screen 度見到啦 ，GUERLAIN 2021呢個係我哋嘅 promo code。如果你用咗呢個 promo code 買滿175蚊或以上咧，你就可以得到我哋畫面入邊見到有呢個 Abbé Royal， 即係頭先講咧呢個蜂蜜系列嘅試用裝啦，有其他嘅 Abbé Royal 嘅呢個試用產品，再加埋咧亦都有呢一個嘅化妝袋。咁呢個嘅 code 咧基本上咧係得1個禮拜嘅時候可以俾大家用，就係叫 GUERLAIN 2021。咁去到 GUERLAIN.com 就可以噶啦。咁頭先講嗰啲產品咧，如果你有邊一個產品係中意咧，你喺 chat room 嗰度 copy and paste 咗嗰條 link， 咁方便你可以揾得到啦。Great， OK， 大家仲有冇問題嗱？我哋即將抽獎噶啦。如果大家有問題嘅話咧，就快啲喺個 chat 嗰度問。嗰個 code 係 website only， 淨係上 GUERLAIN.com， 即係你去到人哋啲其他百貨公司用嗰個 code， 人哋係唔會睬你㗎，因為人哋係會知我哋有呢一個 masterclass 嘅。咁shop GUERLAIN now，OK。If I'm asking people with questions to put it in the chat room now, but I think we should do the lucky draw, and then if we're not in a hurry to leave, we can chat a little bit, because I'm like so happy to have you guys here, so I have lots of questions obviously. So for those who like to stay afterwards, they can choose to, but I think we should do the draw because we are 7 minutes late.
Yay! Let's see who's gonna win the beautiful prize.
Okay. 咁我哋同事可以幫手啦。咁我哋呢個 lucky draw 咧，重申一次咧，就係你之前係要登記咗喺 eliteGen.ca/event 登記咗啦。咁and then咧，你而家喺度咧先至可以抽獎。咁再次講聲唔好意思啦，要大家等長咗時間可以抽獎。獎品講多次啦，咁就係有呢一個嘅Orchestra Imperial 嘅 mask 啦，會有呢一個 Meteorites 嘅波波珍珠粉啦，同埋咧亦都咧就係有呢一個嘅唇膏，咁可以一次過抽1位朋友可以得到呢3份獎品。
This is so exciting! Good luck, everyone!
Okay. 185 185咁啊，麻煩我哋同事啊 Tiffany 咧即刻去數啦。So my colleague it's going to go through the list and get number 185 from there. So again， 如果大家有問題咧，可以喺個 chat 嗰度問 Michelle 頭先係咪喺上邊 post 話 you want to work for GUERLAIN? I think that's what she said in the chat box. Yes.
Well,
OK， 咁等我哋同事喺度揾緊嘅時候咧，就會 post 咗喺度啦。咁so 仲有冇嘢想問 Rachel 或者 Alexandra？Winner 係 Fanny 風，恭喜晒 Fanny！ 恭喜晒
Congratulations!
OK Fanny， 我哋咧就要問你攞個 email address， 然之後我哋就會將你嘅 email address 交俾 GUERLAIN 嗰邊，然後佢哋就會同你去安排嗰啲寄禮物啊、揀顏色嗰啲嘢俾你啦。OK， 咁就嗱喺度多謝晒大家啦，希望咧我哋今次第一次咧又講 skincare， 又講 makeup， 又講香水，咁真係內容太過豐富，我哋下次講少啲，唔講咁多樣嘢啦。咁亦都希望咧大家可以多謝下我哋今日兩位嘉賓啦。咁因為其實佢哋而家臨近聖誕節咧，好忙嘅。咁Rachel 同埋 Alexandra 咧，自己其實仲有好多嘢可以同我哋講。如果你好趕時間嘅，我唔夾硬逼你留喺度啦。記住我哋咧個購物 code 一個星期 1 week 就係呢個 GUERLAIN 2021 GUERLAIN 2021，咁上到去 GUERLAIN.com 加拿大嗰個網頁度買嘢㗎，買滿175蚊就可以得到頭先 show 俾你睇嗰套嘅禮物啦。Okay, oh thank you so much, Rachel and Alexandra. I think everyone enjoyed the class.
Love it. I see all the comments. It's so sweet. And I'm so glad you learned lots of things from us. It's amazing.
Well, I have told them if they have to go, we're not going to force them to stay. But actually, I still have 1 or 2 skincare and perfume questions. So I wonder if you guys can spare like 5 more minutes, and that way it also gives our friends time to copy the links to all the products that we talked about.
Absolutely. For those that have to leave, I see the numbers are going down. Thank you so much. We loved our time with you and so happy that you learned something from this masterclass. And hopefully we'll do this again maybe in the spring. I hope.
Oh, that would be lovely. That would be lovely.
Thanks.
Thank you, everyone.
All right. So one question for Alexandre. So when we were using perfume, sometimes you want to buy like a big bottle, like 200 mils. But how long can you keep your perfume smelling the way it should? Is there an expiry date to it?
It is a very good question. So at GUERLAIN, we use the best raw materials. So it's in natural ingredients. So it's like a good wine. It just
ages.
Exactly. So it will evolve, obviously, but the best way to keep your fragrance at its best, it's in the dark, in a fresh area. The worst place is close to a window where the sun hits on the bottle, or even the bathroom, because of the temperature change all the time. The
humidity as well.
Will be in your wardrobe, because it's in the dark and never change the temperature.
What about in the fridge?
I wouldn't recommend in the fridge because it's a little bit too cold. On the room temperature will be the best.
咁啱啱問咧就係話香水有陣時咧我哋譬如計上嚟買大支啲抵啲喎，咁但係可以擺幾耐嘅咧咁因為咧 GUERLAIN 嘅香水咧係用好多天然嘅材料啦，咁所以咧係會慢慢演變，就好似啲酒會陳年一樣。咁但係咧我哋平時儲存嘅時候，第一就唔好俾陽光曬到啦，第二咧就係涼些少嘅地方。咁不過咧亦都唔需要擺喺雪櫃嘅。咁第三咧就係濕度不要太高，咁樣就可以 keep 住你嘅香水保持住應該有嘅香味耐啲。The reason why I asked you about this fridge thing, because it's another trend from Asia. people like to buy these mini fridges to put in their bathroom for the skincare and the perfumes. So Alexandre just told me that, well, you don't really need to put the perfume into the fridge. Rachel, do you put your skincare things into the fridge at all?
No.
It's just something that's happening in Asia right now.
I'm actually very curious about the fridge, but I do understand the concept. So just like Alexandre was saying, you know, if you're keeping things in the washroom and, you know, obviously you're showering, taking your baths and things like that in there, there's humidity, there's heat, and it's really not the best for your product. So keeping it in a mini fridge ideally would actually be more beneficial to your, you know, keeping your products. Also, you know, fragrance, if you were keeping it in your washroom, absolutely you could keep it in that little mini fridge. Yeah.
Well, another reason that maybe it's because in Asia, a lot of places are quite warm and humid. And maybe in Canada, when our houses tend to be a little bit drier and cooler, maybe we don't have the same need, but it's just that it's something that's trendy. Another question is, if we order skincare online in the winter for delivery, if it's freezing outside, is there going to be damage to the product?
Oh, that's a good one. I can answer that because I have been notorious for leaving things that I shouldn't in my car. And working on the road and traveling, you know, we've all done a little things like that. And you know what? Our products specifically, and I can't speak to other brands, but for Guerlain, our products are packaged so incredibly that I have never, even in -40, if I have left my skincare or my overnight bag in the car, honestly, never has anything been damaged, luckily. So I can attest to this. I have tested this and it is absolutely fine.
And I'm sure it's not going to be like left for hours or like days. So I think if it's a few hours, like you stepped out, the delivery came, I don't think you have to worry. And it's not that cold now. So, and yes, I have. I've been away and that there has been packages sitting for like 3-4 days on my front porch. So that has happened before. Okay, I think although I have like 1,000 more questions that I can ask, but I think I should let you go. Thank you so much, Rachel. Thank you so much, Alexandre, as well as the GUERLAIN team. They turned off their screen, but they're there. And thank you very much to also my colleagues, Tiffany, Johnny, thank you for making this happen. Eric also following up. Yes, we should do this again. We should do this again. And maybe we need to split the topic so we don't make it into a 2-hour-long thing.
So we can start with the fragrance next time.
Yes, next time fragrance to be fair to you. But I hope that you had fun too. And yeah, next time we'll just talk faster.
Absolutely.
It was a beautiful event. Thank you so much for organizing for the GUERLAIN team and eliteGen. It was pretty great. And you are an amazing host. So thank you a lot, Leslie.
Thank you, Alexandre. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, everyone, for coming. Bye-bye.
Bye. Have a great day. Thank you so much, everyone.